What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're gonna... Oh, wait. Y'all are probably wondering about the elephant in the room, the glasses. Well, y'all have seen me with glasses before. I wear different ones. However, these particular ones, I just want to give a heads up that I actually have a video coming that I'm reviewing some glasses for a very particular reason, that they actually have blue light blocking lenses in all types of frames, both prescription and non-prescription. So anyway, that video will be coming. I think it's important. Talk to the company about it. I'm trying on some glasses, whatever. But anyway, I have different glasses on today. But today's video, we are talking about Abzan counters, or more particularly Abzan tokens. And this is actually pretty cool because we get to play with a couple of cards we don't normally play with. And we had some different Abzan lists, and we just did the enchantments thing. So this is kind of like somewhere in the middle of the two. So if you like either of those style of decks, you probably like today's deck as well. And I think it's going to be well suited to beat all the mono white aggro lists. It's just going to come down to, can we deal with the other mid-rangey things, and can we deal with the Epiphany decks? Because we know those are real issues right now. Not even the mid-rangey things, more of the other control things, realistically. But I think we have all the parts to do that. But I'll let you be the judge of it while we go take a look at the deck list. Okay, so we're not getting too wild here. We're just going to be playing a lot of the cards we like to play in these deck lists. So everything should be exactly what you expect. We're just playing the right combination of things that we think we need to deal with everything in the format. And before we do the rundown, you'll know what I got to ask. Please check out our friends over at shop.ultrapro.com because they are big supporters of my content, the Degenerate Gaming team, and they support lots of Magic content creators out there. So show them some love if you're thinking about getting some supplies to protect your nerd gear. Okay, so starting at the top, we're playing a couple of Blood Chief's Thirst because, well, Blood Chief's Thirst. It's easy, it's simple, it's low cost. And realistically, the fact that it's low cost is a big deal, especially if something like a Thalia shows up. You need to be able to kill her because she would be a nuisance for our deck. Then we have 3 Eye Twitch. I wanted to put in a 4th, but I was just running out of room, so 3 Eye Twitch it is today. 4 Shambling Ghast. You know I love this if we get to play it alongside Deadly Disputes. I mean, just going from 2 mana to, well, 3 mana up to 5 mana is really big, and having extra cards just allows for so much to happen. But both of these cards individually are really good in this list. Then we got 3 Prosperous Innkeepers, just as a way to get a little bit of life gain, but also does ramp us up a little bit. We like that. And because of the lands that are in Standard right now, it's actually not too hard to take advantage of it. 3 Vanishing Verse. Not 4, because we do have some sweepers. We do have Blood Chief's Thirst. So we don't need to go too hard on this card. But it actually is still really nice. Unfortunately, there are a few things you can't get rid of, especially if you're playing against like werewolves and whatnot. So it's not the end-all be-all, but it's still a damn good removal card. Wedding Announcement. We like everything this does for the list, so we're just playing a full set of 4. We are giving Kaya a look. So I'm trying, well, 1 Kaya. Situations where maybe we could double our counters. Maybe we ultimate this. I don't know how often that would be, but it could happen. So we're going to try one out. I think it's cheap enough and it's versatile enough that we think we can give it a shot. Then also 1 Sorin. Kind of the same thing. Sorin's just another way to draw some cards, mostly, but, you know, getting some lifelink vampires does matter. And then we have 3 Eska's Chariots. I think I was going to try to squeeze a 4th, but I think 3 is plenty in here. Should get the job done. We're already playing a lot of things that cost 4 and 5, so I think we had to like just trim some numbers here and there anyway to make it work. 2 Edgar, because if you're doing this whole mid-rangey thing and you have black-white, like of course, Edgar turns into an enchant or artifact, is able to make a bunch of 1/1s, and then turns back into a vampire. Also, you get a little bit of upside bonus with Sorin because you get to make your vampires actually +1/+1 because of Edgar, so there's a little bit of that in here, but not a whole lot of synergy. It's really just about Edgar himself. Then we have Lolth, because Lolth's really good. You're making all the tokens. The tokens put a bunch of counters on Lolth, so you get infinite spiders. And, of course, Meathook Massacre. Now, I'm only playing 3, because, again, we've got Vanishing Verses, we've got Shambling Ghast, we've got Blood Chief's Thirst, right? So we have ways to pick off creatures, so I don't want to go too hard on this and get stuck with extras in our hand. But the card is still really good, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and play 3 of them. Lands, nothing to write home about here. We're playing 2 plains, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 3 Swamp, 1 Forest, 4 Bright Climb pathway, 2 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Dark Boar pathway, 4 Branchloft pathway, and 2 Overgrown Farmland. So altogether, I think this should work pretty well, but you know what? We're going to do like we always do. We're going to play the games, and on the other side, after we play all the games, we're going to talk about what we would update and how we feel about this, really where it sits in Standard. And of course, we'll have a card spotlight for you as usual. Alright, this looks like a keeper. Let's see what we can do with this. If we have an opponent. Not really sure, opponent, where you at? Or no? Okay, looks like we finally have an opponent. The hand's fine, not fast, but fine. I was hoping we might find something playable here. Let's go ahead and put this in tap since we're not going to cast anything. And then we don't have to choose on this. I doubt we need to put it. We're probably just going to put it on green anyway, but you never know. Alright, opponent has In Search of Greatness. I think here we're just going to go with this. Started to go with Kaya just to start leveling it, but there's not cards in graveyards yet. I'm not going to be making a ton of tokens or anything, so this is probably fine. Would have resulted in 1 more point of damage getting in, and that would have been about it. Okay, that's an interesting choice from the opponent. I think we will do this. And I'm just going to put a +1 on this.
Just how I showed you.
I think I'm going to attack and get a card. Okay. Lands that we don't really want, but that's okay. Now next turn we can play Lolth minus Kaya to make twice that many tokens. Then we'd also get an additional one at the end of turn. Borrowed time. Never mind. We're going to lose our Kaya. So that plan's off the table.
We should regroup and make a plan.
Feels like the opponent's playing some type of... If this is an enchantment deck, maybe that is just like a Doomscar. Alright, well, let's find out. I think I'm going to attack and take a card here. Opponent's at 12, and that's about to flip anyway. So technically, unless they kill a whole bunch of things, we do have lethal with Meathook Masker. Alright.
We will slay our enemies.
What do we want to get here? I guess we'll just grab this. Just make life easy. Boy, we have choices, don't we? I could play this and still attack with this. Then make our tokens. Could save that. Alright. That seems fine, I guess.
A gift in exchange
Like, why not?
for loyalty.
Yep. And it's a +1, so why not just get a bonus there? And then be back to lethal, potentially. Alright, they put something on the bottom. Which I guess means they didn't have a 5 cost thing. The Judge is a magic card. We don't greatly care about it, though. we'll just activate this, I suppose, and then we'll attack. I mean, we have 10 points in unblockable attackers. I mean, they can block the Innkeeper just for sport. Yep, Xaxes. Boy. Yeah, we'll keep. Why not? Let's see where this goes. Not bad. We'll go ahead and play that. Could be important since we have a deadly dispute. Hopefully they don't have like portable hole or something crazy here. They do not. Oh boy. Alright. I think we got to go ahead and do this. Hope to find land. Unfortunately, we don't get the treasure from the deal because we got to kill this. Ooh, lots of lands there. Alright, that's what we like to see. Now, I could have played this just so we have access to Vanishing Verse, but I figure with the treasure, it opens up more stuff on this turn. Because now I can play this. Could have played that, but didn't necessarily want to play the Chariot there yet. If I can keep all the stuff from growing or keep the life gainers off the table, I'd rather do that first. No Valkyrie or anything, so that's some good news. We like that. Yeah, you know, I'm willing to attack here. I don't think the opponent's willing to block. They might be, but I doubt it. Let me go ahead and play this down. Alright, end the turn. Make another duder. Whoa, really? Did not see this coming. You know what? I bet you they've got destroy creature with toughness 4 or greater. Let's do this, see what the opponent's up to. And I'll just take a card here off of our wedding announcements. Okay, so it was a Baleful Mastery. That's fine. It was better than giving up our Chariot, I think. So they obviously don't have a bunch of creatures. They've got a bunch of defensive things. So we'll just play along. Vanquish the Horde. Sure. Seems fair. We'll go ahead and run some stuff down here. And then we'll activate our Chariot. And then we'll probably just make some treasure. And put this into play on black. All right. Not opposed to them sweeping the board again, because then now we can go get Mascot Exhibition and start copying what'll be 5/5s if we want to. Thwart the Grave. All right, some things come back. Sure. No life and pump for you, friend. Tried to get tricky. We will be having none of that.
You could have such power, but I will get rid of it.
All right, they gave up. I guess we'll just go Eye Twitch, maybe into Deadly Dispute. We'll see, depending on what our other cards are. Or what the opponent does, really. We might need to spend mana to kill something. Always hard to predict. I see my opponent's using the annoying Jace puppet. Hadn't seen that in a good minute. Lunarch Veteran. Why, oh why? So here's kind of where we're at. I can... I'm tempted to just play this on black, and then next turn see about Deadly Dispute, this kills that, and then we Vanishing Verse whatever the other thing is. I think I'm willing to take that gamble. Because I can't see this getting that out of control in a turn. I mean, I guess we could go ahead and just Blood Chief Source that now. I guess that's fine. Keeps other annoying things off her head. Another veteran. Okay. And the Traveling Minister. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll attack with both. Why not? Look, you're not blocking here. We both know that. End the turn. That comes into play. We're going to get a card here. Get rid of that duder. Oh, that's excellent here. Alright, opponent gives up. We get to go first, and we will keep this. Probably just putting this on black, since we have double white, double green source. Probably going to put one of these on white on turn 2 to be able to use a Vanishing Verse, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I think that's where we're starting. Senate Pack Leader. Okay. And we'll just pass. Okay. We'll take 2. The opponent not going to do anything here? No. Alright. Not the way I thought that was going to go, but hey, why not? So now we either get to block an Ascendant Pack Leader or they get to kill it. Like, we don't really care either way. This is interesting because they probably have, and the opponent's playing correct here. They probably do have an actual Snakeskin Veil. So we kind of have to figure out what we want to do. So what I think I like as a plan here is play Kaya. And what we're going to just do is minus Kaya so we get 2 tokens off of the wedding announcement. And then we'll just pass. So now they can kill Kaya if they choose to pump the Pack Leader to give it trample here. We didn't find any more land, so it did put a little bit of a crunch on us here. Yep, there's a Blizzard Brawl. You can attack, draw a card. So sadly, they can still protect things here, which we don't love. Question is, do I even care about protecting Kaya here? I don't think I do. If I had another creature in hand that maybe I could even give a +1 to or something, I might care a little bit more, but we really don't have anything. Yeah, unfortunately, we did not find any mana. So that's pretty sad for us. Only good news is we at least have 2/2s now, and that does matter. But now they have 5 mana and can do all kinds of things here. Uvenwald Oddity being one of those things they can do. Now the plus side is we now get to play a game of chicken with the opponent to see what they choose to pump, to see if they actually have the Snakeskin Veil. So we get to at least put them to the test here. So what we'd like to do is double block here and block here. Because if shields go down, we can just use Blood Chief's Thirst to take down the other one. Or actually, you know what? We could... Yeah, I like this fine. This is okay. Alright, they are not going to concede that Snakeskin Veil. I appreciate the resolve from the opponent. Alright, let's just get them to play it here. We know it's there. They know it's there. Exactly. We did everything we could. Let's get it out the way. They got what they wanted from us. I mean, we've had to do this on just 3 land this whole time. So, I mean, we'll take what we can get, I guess. Yep, another oddity, which is bad because now they'll be able to flip the oddity next turn, which is going to be pretty painful. Yep. All right, GG's. Don't have white mana, but we don't have white cards yet, so we're going to keep. But that will become a concern. Well, not really. We have Deadly Dispute, and we've got Shambling Gas, so maybe it's not that big of a problem. That is annoying, though, from the opponent. We're sadly going to have to use it. We may not even get to use our Shambling Gas, actually. I bet you they're about to exile it, and that's going to be a real concern. But we might as well attack. I mean, the problem is if they play Aspirant, we're not going to do anything here anyway. Okay, they don't have Aspirant, so that's some good news. Ooh, and they just had Adversary. Okay. All right. Well, now we know a thing. Okay, well, here we are. And if the opponent attacks, I mean... What are the odds that they have a way to give Thalia protection? I feel like that's what's going on here. So I'm gonna take 2 reluctantly and see if we can coax the opponent to playing another card first. Using that mana. Nah, that's unfortunate. We got to do it anyway, though. Hopefully we'll just find another removal card off these. Ooh, they didn't even have it. Ah, I took 2 for no reason. Ah, well. Live and learn. Sometimes they just don't have it. Let's just get into it.
Are you enraptured by my do what I demand?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the opponent's going to do here now, though, but I'm sure we're about to find out. Good news is, even if this is like, what's that thing? Maul the Skyclaves, we can still block with these flyers since we have reach. Ooh, Elite Spellbinder. Yeah, you get to take a Chariot. You slow it down for 1 turn. I mean, that's real. It's something. It's a thing. Let's draw a card.
Go on, run.
Excellent. I guess I should have waited and put that in play tap. No biggie, though. So now the issue would just be, do we want to block and actually kill a thing, or do we want to block and get the cards? Because killing a thing's real nice here, not going to lie. But it is to the point I might actually attempt to block with my Hive of the Eye Tyrant, so that way we can get an additional token on Loth. But it's not totally a concern because we do have a Chariot coming. Alright, they're going to send them both that way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give this up. I have another one in hand anyway. I'm going to let it make that exchange. Fair enough. That works for us too. That is totally okay. Not like that was a bad play by the opponent. I mean, he made me commit some creatures I didn't have to. But I think this is going to do it on this game. Because now they know we have a backup chariot. They know we have access to a bunch of cards here. Yeah, Skyclave's cool and all. We'll just play this, I guess. And do we just attack with everything here? I mean, what's the opponent going to do? Give us a 4/4 back? I mean, I guess we do this just for sport. Yeah, I mean, like, what do they... That's what happens. Yeah, we're keeping this. I almost threw it back. It was weird because I had these pathways and I forgot what they were doing for a second. That would have been a very, very big mistake. Alright, and let's... This is a little concerning, but let's attack. And let's go ahead and do this now so we can't get this disruptioned. Okay. We did find some more mana. So that's all good. So now we get the choice of being able to try to slip through a chariot. We could try to play... Actually, yeah, if we play chariot here, we can still try for a Loth next turn. So that's cool. I'm down with that. I mean, they can disruption to make us spin treasure. That's fine too, I guess. You could Fading Hope a cat. Nope, they didn't even do that. Iteration makes sense. You know what the opponent doesn't know is I'm not likely... Well, that's not true. If we can resolve Loth, which look like we're going to, we can go ahead and activate Chariot with the spiders. Oh, well, we got a backup Chariot anyway. But I was thinking that way, if Chariot does get bounced, we don't greatly care. Yep, opponent gave up. Ooh, what do we do with this? Sadly, I think I have to mulligan this. Huh, that's a rough one. Would have been nice to keep it. This doesn't feel good either. Gotta find some cards off the top. Somebody's got some Silver Quill love, I think is what that is. Never learned all the symbols from that school. I probably should have. Alright, what you got, opponent? Ranger class. Alright, might be dealing with some wolfies. Ooh. This is... Do I block, sack? Do I just kill the wolf here? Dang. Alright. I'm going to save the Eye Twitch to block, and then we'll sacrifice. Let's save ourselves some damage. Alright, that's fine. I've been seeing a few people trying to play this on the ladder, and I do not like Howling Moon. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad card. But the problem is, you're not losing because your creatures aren't big enough. You're losing because your creatures can't necessarily punch through, or you don't have enough creatures in most cases. Right? That's the issue. And that's why I don't like the card. It's not solving anything for you. that the deck would potentially struggle with. Now we're going to have... I mean, I guess we get environmental sciences. Really, though, pest summoning is probably fine. Here, though, if we do give them... This is the only... well, I mean, we could do that. Man, there are options. Alright. I'll have to find... Well, that all worked out okay, then. Never mind. I was like, we're going to have to find... Nope, everything just showed up. Sometimes it works out like that. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Now let's go ahead and kill this. And do we want to play this? I mean, it doesn't hurt us to do it, so sure. And it even backs up Loth a little bit for next turn. So we're alright with that. Cool. Yep. It's a pumped. Ooh, this is actually really good in this fight, too. I like all these things. I like all the words on all these cards.
You require my
No attacks.
will be rewarded.
Alright, so we're leaving max blockers here till we can set up this Innkeeper Edgar situation. Alright, opponent's going to be able to get some card advantage playing off the top of their library. But it looks like that is all they're doing. So we're going to turn it right back tonight. I mean today, I say. Let's see, maybe there's a land on top. We don't have to use that treasure.
My words are
There was not a land on top, but that is okay. Still good with this. Do I get in with Eye Twitch? Let's see. You can pump that to 4. Maybe you fight this. Then we have to block. No, it's fine. Let's just attack with these for now. We're also in a situation that if they play something big, we're getting close to being able to meat hook for 4. We can just clear the board, deal a bunch of damage, get Edgar back technically, and then make more spiders. So it's not really like it's that big a deal. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, he was like, yeah, it's like you did that, yes.
Aren't I the generous one?
All right, more fight. Oh, and you're just gonna use that to kill Edgar? Sure. That's all their turn was. Love it.
Good minions are loyal.
Oh yeah, this is good times here. Yep. All right. You know what? Somebody who uses the username Anubis would have a Bolus avatar. Like, that's totally on brand. I ain't even mad at it. I could appreciate that. Like, if you're going to brand up, go the distance. Good for them. All right, Anubis, let's go. Opponent says, hello, good game. All right. Well, if you got the ability to bounce something, let's see if you want to bounce this thing and give me more treasure. Nope, they don't have the ability to bounce things, it doesn't look like. So what's this gonna do? A small egg. Well, I was going to do something else. But now... I just want to get rid of your egg. Not the most efficient thing there, but I do get to keep attacking and such here, so we're going to go with that. Want to kill my innkeepers? No, they don't. What do we go with here? Let's try... Soren. This is probably getting divided by 0, but so be it. Yep. We're okay with that. Attacking. And if they clear down mana for us, we're probably going to just surprise them with Chariot here instead. And then if they deal damage to everything, how would we feel? We'd end up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana. Alright. We at least get a lot of life out of this. And one of the things about the Epiphany decks is sometimes if you gain enough life, they don't get to kill you on their combo turns, which is kind of nice. Alright. Goldspan Dragon. That is a thing. We will block. Do we want to try to kill that, or do we even want to try to just... We could just kill the treasure. And that is a thing. If we target the dragon, then they're still going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... Yeah, they'd still be able to combo and do their things next turn. May still be worth it, though. Boy, I don't really know what I want here. I guess I'm gonna take this. I don't feel great about it, though. Not gonna lie. Do not feel great about it. Alright, let's go with this first. Let's make one of these. Get her alive.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
We'll do that. We're gonna attack. Copy this.
You will serve me well.
And then end the turn. So even if they combo here, they're not gonna just punch through us, because we do have 2 2/3s in the way that they have to at least maneuver around to some extent. Yep, that's going to get you a lot of cards and some treasure. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to try to take a turn here. If you don't Epiphany... Ooh, really? Really? What's the plan here? Galvadic Iteration. Alright, so we're going to bounce some things. We're doing this after the attack step. Okay, so we're just end of stepping an Epiphany. Alright, let's get rid of this while we can, I guess. And if you still have a disruption or something, so be it. Alright, they didn't. Yeah, that's fine. You get 2 turns coming. Maybe even 3. Add another gold span, sure. Alright, so looks like they're setting up to copy and go for multiple turns here again. Okay, they're going to search first. Well, actually, I guess they don't have enough mana, because you need 6 just for the Epiphany. Alright. Attack, we will block a dragon. I mean, if you have a bounce spell, you get to protect the dragon, I guess. Though that being said, if you only attack with a dragon, I probably don't block, and I save it to block the birds. Yeah, okay. Just a free chance at killing some birds? I mean, I guess if you have... Oh, you know what? Cinderclasm's probably what's going to get us here. I shouldn't have done that. Because now they can Cinderclasm away our creatures, and they weren't going to be able to do that before. Yeah. If the opponent has it, that's a bad move by me. I could have just let Sorin die and not cared. And at least kept the 2 vampires. Yep. That's on me. That was totally a mistake on my part. That was completely avoidable. Yep. Should have been smarter. We're not dead yet, but still. She didn't have to be in this much risk. Yep. Because they're definitely now going to copy and take another turn. So we're going to take a bunch of damage here. Yep. Yeah, because now if I would have had those 2 3s, it would have been great. And this last turn would have been more than acceptable, because I still could have gained some life to attack, still made another thing with the chariot, but no such luck. Yep. Now we're just going to die because of my stupidity. Alright. Now we're dead. Well, this feels like one of the more reasonable hands we've gotten so far. Don't know if it'll hold up, but we'll find out. Ooh, not against this deck, though. This hand's real bad. Unless they magically drop some creatures here, this is going to suck for us. Yep. Not great. That makes us sad. Yep, without getting our other 1 and 2 drop things here, this isn't going to do very much at all. Our best bet's going to be to try to resolve Chariot, which is likely not going to happen, even if we get to 4 mana. But, you know, we'll try. Because we gotta. Alright, you at least do something. Alright, I guess the good news is they don't have a Spikefeld hazard or anything. So we can play with that information. Small egg. Come on, untap black land, so we can try to kill the small egg. That's not going to help us at all. Damn it. Well, what do we do now, folks? Alright, we're going to try this. It's probably going to be Disruption, but like, yeah, exactly. Didn't have much choice. I guess I may just have to try one of these Vanishing Verses anyway, whether we like it or not. Didn't find the second black land. Now it's starting to come back to haunt us. Yep, I can't even activate my High with the Eye Tyrant. Yep, this is pretty much a non-game, unfortunately. Just one where the mana didn't come up right. Which is sad, because I feel like I have the answers here, but we can't really do nothing about it. I mean, now they can just return that to their hand. Nope, they're just letting it die even. Wow, okay. Just setting up for their big epiphany. I mean, nothing we have is going to resolve at this point. We took way too long to cast anything. But it's not over, so we'll still make a go of it. Don't expect anything to happen, though. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Alright, we'll keep this. Cleric class. Alright. Let's roll this out. I have a feeling we're going to need to be vanishing versing something important here. Question is, what is it? Lumark aspirants, you might be the first victim. We will just pass here. All right. Yeah, we'll block. Go ahead and get the treasure. And then Righteous Valkyrie. Well, I wanted to kill a Luminarch Aspirant, but then this thing showed up. And that changed our mind entirely. Alright, we'll go with this. The only good news here is that if they are the Lifegain Clerics, which it appears they might be, there are not usually a lot of the exile creatures here. Which is a good thing. Is the opponent willingly giving us both of those? That doesn't feel right, does it? Nah, that feels like a trap. Maybe I need that in my soundboard. It's a trap. Because that's what it feels like. Alright. That thing with no life gainers yet. Remove a card, please. Hey, there you go. Just like that. That's all we needed. Don't want to play anything here first, because they could be planning to destroy our creature. If you're gonna kill it, kill it. Ooh, wait, Fateful Absent. I might actually take another card. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. We'll let you kill that. I was gonna sacrifice it to a Deadly Dispute, but then I was like, nah, you know what? I'm all right with that. In the turn. Let's see what you got here, opponent. Sure. Sure, let's let it go. Alright, we'll try to just off this. We don't have to deal with it later. Alright, we'll block. I feel like we're still at enough life that we don't have to hustle too hard here. We'll take this Necrotic Fumes. That's a bit of a boost. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. No attacks. Alright, now we got to start finding our stuff to move the game forward. We found ways to not die here. But we need to do more than that. You know what to do? We're going to find a Loth here. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to draw a Loth. Matter of fact, we're going to draw it off this clue token that the opponent so graciously gifted to us. Okay. Well, sometimes you try. tried to will it into existence. It was not meant to be. This isn't bad, though, when the opponent's attempting to attack with a flyer, so sure. Now, they can pump everything up. Actually, no, they can't with that. That's the other one. This is just when you gain life, you get to put counters, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice this cat. Wow, come on, deck now. I was going to say, we've been doing some digging here. You got to help us out. I can't do all the work by myself. Alright. Now we can start thinking about making some stuff happen. Welcoming Vampire, sure. Let's gain life. Or no, let's draw a card if you play something 2 or less. Alright. We got 12 life to mess with here. So we got a little bit of room. We can go ahead and draw a card. It's not really what we wanted to see. Not excited about that, if I'm being honest. Now attacking doesn't have a lot of value. So yeah, I think we're just gonna park it back here for a little bit. We do have to be careful though, because if they do start getting cards gaining some life, it will get a little bit ugly. There's potential for some ugliness for sure. So that's how the opponent wants to do things. Alright. Okay, we're gonna block here. We're gonna block here. We're gonna double block here. And if you got something, you got something. Let's see it. Oh, they did not. Oh, opponent. Opponent.
You done messed up, AA Ron!
Yep, you done messed up, AA Ron. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot now. Matter of fact, I'm even just going to take a card here. Just to help us secure some aggressive answers. Since we're holding all land. If we weren't holding all land, I might actually try something else. But, sure, you get to return a creature back. What's it going to be? Sure. That works. You know what? I think I'm willing to draw one more card.
I always reward the loyal.
Okay. I'm going to say that this card is the least important.
Do what I demand.
Wow. What a way. What a way to be, deck. Play that. Play a land. And I'm probably just going to attack for 4. Alright. Keeping that life total in check there. Sure. That's a thing. Yep, more land. Now, if they attack, we can block. Not a huge deal. We have Deadly Dispute to kill off the token if we want, or we can just block with this. Opponent wants to Fateful Absence. Okay, well, I guess we'll just get rid of that instead then.
My power is for
Oh,
annihilation.
excellent. Excellent. All right. I feel pretty good about this now. Because now we're not worried about Adeline getting through. We're going to have all the flyers we need. It's all going to be irrelevant. Yep, we'll jump with that. That's fine. Only downside is we have all this mana and nothing to do with it, really. Oh, well, that's going to turn things around, too. Just to make sure we can't die to anything silly. And we'll play this. And then, yeah, I'm going to attack with a 4/4. Because, what are you going to do about it? And then now we get to make 2 more spiders next turn, and yeah. Oh, next time I get to attack with spiders and get a card. Sure, we need to remove Edgar. Have at it. We don't care. What do you foretell? Now that could be a problem. For real, for real. What does somebody foretell here? Alright, I don't think I'm going to wait and find out. Let's block here. Let's block here. And let's block here. And we'll just put a whole lot of counters on Loth. I mean, whatever it was, you foretold a thing, so that's not going to do anything here. Like, we know that much. Yep.
And subservience will
Excellent.
be rewarded. My power is for annihilation.
I don't get a card here, though, unfortunately, unless I wanted to just throw away my Innkeeper, but I don't really want to do that, so just 4. Alright. So maybe this is just a Doomscar or something. Okay. Okay, yeah. This is another case of, like, for whatever reason, creature decks wanting to play sweepers. Which I know some people are like, you gotta have a backup plan. Not really. I think that's a very bad backup plan in most cases. But hey, to each their own. Cute. We're going to minus this. And then we're going to use these lovely spiders to attack with the 5/5 Chariot. And then we're going to copy a spider. And then we'll have lethal next turn. You already know I have these, so why not? Okay, that looks like that should be ball game. Gonna attack for sport, I guess? Nope. Yeah, I was gonna say. Cool. Alright, so the one of the games we lost, I think were just from no mana or low mana, wrong mana, something like that. I remember having a mana issue. But outside of that, the games actually went pretty well. And I will tell you, I played a couple more off camera and we lost one. I think it was to an Epiphany deck. Might have been what we lost to. I don't remember what it was, but not too bad, right? I will take these results overall. No, it was actually to a white aggro deck. It's the one we lost to because I actually ended up getting stuck on 3 lands and wasn't able to do stuff. But outside of that, we actually did pretty well overall with this deck. I really liked a lot of what it was doing. All the cards did what they were supposed to. So this is another one I'm going to give a thumbs up to. And what I like about it is we're using a lot of cards that have already appeared in other decks that we put up over the last 3-4 weeks even. So most of these cards, if you've built any of those other decks, you probably already own a big chunk of this. And that makes it a little bit easier to build. Now I will say, if you're building it fresh, it does have a lot of rares and mythics. But if you build other decks throughout the season, this actually is going to work for you. And any cards you craft here are all pretty good, and they'll go into other deck lists, which is the other benefit. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Doran the Siege Tower, mostly because Doran was actually pretty absurd for a while. I mean, it's effectively a 3-mana 5/5, which is super awesome. And if you're playing it in a deck with other creatures that have big back ends, well, it's sweet, obviously, but even if not, just get Doran as a 5/5. And there was a lot of decks we actually played Doran just as an attacker for the 3 mana. So the card's actually still pretty good, and I think it goes for between $4 and $6, I think, right now. So if you still want one, they're not too crazy if you want to get one tried out if you're playing something with Abzan colors. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord, which is a great way to come by and hop into conversation and just get to know me better, or get help with all your deck help. Help with your deck questions. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Also, if you would like to support the channel, please check out the memberships here on YouTube. For as little as 99 cents, you could support me in my YouTube journey, and I would really appreciate that. And then finally, if you don't do any of that stuff, please remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, choose all notifications, all that wonderful stuff. Y'all know the drill. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.